If I could, I'm going to bring in Laura Anker, who we spoke to yesterday. Laura, come on in if you could. Literally 24 hours ago, just almost to the minute, we spoke. It was emotional yesterday as the floodwaters were still all over, and they're still here, but they've receded a bit. But I got to tell you, how are you feeling today?
It's overwhelming. It really is. It's surreal. However, I mean, having said that, like I said yesterday, and I'll say it again today, I just had a gentleman walk in the store and ask what we needed. And they themselves are trying to bail themselves out. So, yeah, the sense of community is overwhelming. What we stand up against is even more overwhelming. It's just, every time you turn around, you don't know where to start. It's awful.
I mean, that's the thing, Laura. It's so emotional and surreal. Yesterday, the skies were sunny, but today it's like a winter scene, and this rain and the freezing cold and the mud and the debris everywhere.
It's not helping, that's for sure.
It's not. And you know, how do you guys, again, go through this? I just, it's 3-4 days after this flood, and you're trying to cope, but you know, what happens going forward?
Like I said, honestly at this point, it's step by step, day by day. Just when you think you can't do it anymore, you have to. You don't have a choice. And like I said, this town will rebuild. We'll do it. We did it last time. We'll do it again.
Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing, guys. What everyone here is going through. I mean, Laura is emotional. I would be too. This is her home, and what what can you do except for hope that aid comes in. The Salvation Army is here.
They are. Yeah.
I've seen Red Cross. There's a church that's starting to hand out to everybody. Does that help?
It does help to some degree, but I think we need bigger help. We need bigger help. I know the governor was in Bellingham yesterday, and I know Bellingham has suffered. Please don't understand. I'm not trying to belittle it. We're in dire need here, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, but him talking about global, climate control. It don't matter right now. It doesn't matter right now. We need help.
Yeah, it's in the moment.
It's in the moment.
Yeah.
It's in the moment. And if he would actually come here, he would see it on the news, seeing it on pictures, seeing it on the radio, whatever. Was hearing about it on the radio, being in it, walking through the mud, smelling the smells that we're smelling. You can't imagine unless you've been through it. You just can't unless you've been here, you've seen it. It's horrific. It's absolutely horrific. We need help. We need help out here.
Laura, I appreciate it, and we're hoping to get this message out, and that's why we're talking live on Fox Weather as we have been for the past few days. It's a real situation here, guys, and as Laura says, if you haven't seen it up close, it's tough to describe, but tough scene here, and we just hope that the coming days are better.
And Robert, your reports there just over the last several days, they have all just been incredible. The images, the devastation. My heart goes out to you, Laura, and all the other small business owners affected by this terrible flooding. With the holiday season just around the corner, what do you have to say to people who are watching and they may want to help? How can they help you and people like you?
Yeah, our folks in New York are asking, as the holidays are coming up, what can people do around the country to help you and others here? What's your best guidance for everybody?
I know it sounds cliche, but pray. Just pray for us, because it's going to take a lot. And I know the churches are forming donation spots, so that's something that can be done. Yeah, I don't know. Reach out. Just reach out. If there's something you can send, by all means. If you hear of donation spots, feel free. Like I said, pray. That's where we're at.
Yeah, I mean, it's as real as it gets, and I have to say, this is still an active scene, so it's tough for people to really sort of explain what everybody needs at this point.
Yeah, and you can't think beyond today. I thought I'd seen the worst of it yesterday, and then you come back to it in the morning, and it's all over again. And this rain ain't helping. It's not helping. Yeah.